Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we just make shit up to talk about? Here's one. NASA vows to destroy the moon.
That's weird, because what I heard recently is that the moon has vowed to destroy NASA.
That's weird, because I heard the hacker collective called Destroy vows to moon NASA.
My money's on the moon, fellas.
Welcome to Hear Something, a conversational podcast between three dingus boys. Myself, Josh, and my good pals Jeremy and Mitch.
So here's something, boys. Speaking of the moon,
Yeah.
summer solstice. That goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah. No,
Yes,
I think it's the sun.
basically
Does the
it's
moon
prime-
have anything to do with the solstice?
I think
think
it's the
so.
sun. Summer solstice. Sol means soul in the Grecian.
Which
is
is
the
French
spirit.
for sun, right?
It's
I
the
don't
spirit
know
that
what
lives
the
in your body.
fuck I'm talking about.
Welcome to the show.
First time listener, long time caller.
And you boys have just heard the interview tape for Mitch to join the show.
We cut out all the sexual favors.
I guess what I'm trying to say is the Steam summer sale starts next week.
Oh
Oh
shit!
boy!
And
I can't wait to spend more money on games that I won't touch.
yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like it's not as important as it used to be, and I'd like to hear you boys' thoughts.
I mean, yeah, I'm excited. I have a fucking complex where I think it's important just to have games in my library, even if I don't touch them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna spend money on them. So,
But like, is there anything out there that you don't that you want that you don't already own in your Steam library?
Yeah.
jeez, I have 70 games currently on my Steam
God.
wishlist.
I'm surprised.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe I'm in a rut right now because there's nothing I'm really excited to play. Like my
Yeah.
friend Pedro just came out, and that was the only thing I was kind of looking forward to.
I mean,
it used to be a bigger deal to me, and I don't know if because the prices have changed, or if there's just so many sales, or if I think now I just stick to one game longer than I used to.
That's the thing too. It felt like it used to happen once a year, and now it's like once every 3 months.
Yeah, it used to be twice a year. I think the winter and summer. That was it.
well, and they have, and I guess this is a good thing, but they have specials going every week. They have,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
new special gun.
yeah.
So
I mean, the Naughty Maid's on sale right now.
Naughty
That's all you
Maid
need.
2 is out now on Steam. You can buy it right now. You can slap those boobies around on that.
Wow,
Naughty
she
Maid.
cleans.
We're canceling the rest of the show so we could all go download and play this.
She's
I'm downloading
She's
right
just-
now, just
and
in
the,
case
the
I break
thing-
up.
the thing about her is she's just so naughty.
She is so naughty.
I tell her to clean the bathroom. She cleans the dining room. What the fuck?
What the fuck is she even doing? It's just about a maid who's really bad at her job. She's fully clothed, very modestly dressed. She's really bad at her
Really?
job.
Yeah. So I don't know if my excitement is because I'm just, it happens all the time, or if it's just I've aged and I don't play games the same way I used to. I don't know what it is.
I just really don't have the kind of free time like I used to.
Oh, I got tons of free time. I don't know. I just always play Overwatch or the Division 2 or Siege, and that's
Yeah.
like it. So
Yeah.
it's not
You
much.
heard it here first. Like, they should just stop making games because we've got the essential 3 that we need for
We
the rest
got
of
'em.
our lives.
We
Yeah,
got 'em all.
at least wait for us to catch up, please, game developers.
Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
we just shut
I
down
don't
the
just-
development.
Do you think?
Just
I
wait
guess-
until we play all of them, and then you can
Yeah.
start making more.
You think I guess people still buy that many games because they do come out with so many. There's no way anyone could play all these games. There's no way.
No.
Challenge accepted.
Oh god. So especially like these MMO style games where you like there's in-game stuff. Like
And that's the thing too is
can't do it.
you don't really have time to put down a game anymore because it feels like all the major releases are like living games now.
Mhm.
Everything's got like season content updates and all sorts of expansions now. Games aren't just like released anymore. It's the games of service model that's kind of taking over the industry right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a bunch of little indie games on my wish list, but I probably won't buy any now.
I'm gonna
They're
look
just
at
kind of
Steam's
there.
wish list right now.
They're just kind of there to remind me that, like, hey, you think these games are interesting? that's kind of why they're there.
Might get it one. Might actually attempt to play one of these one day if it happens to fall into my library.
But I have so many games to play. I have Inside I've never played.
Oh, you should play that one. That's
I
a
know.
short, like 2-hour game.
Yeah, and I loved Limbo, so I just never had time. I just never.
Me too. Until my knees went out.
My best friend Jeremiah, podcaster, has Sega Bass Fishing on his wish list.
Oh hell yeah! You know
Just
what
Because he knows what a true classic it is.
Just a small little indie game for you.
Okay, well that's an ode game. I also have Call of Duty 4.
You got Jet Set Radio on there.
You ought to enter in GDQ this week and play Sega Bass Fishing. I'm going to do a 80% run on Sega Bass Fishing. 12 pounders and over only.
Like I wanted to get Kingdom Come Deliverance, but like I feel like I would not have the time to play it. So
here's a little tip for any of you other fellow speedrunners out there. You use a sparkle bait at dawn with a low clarity water. You will just clean up.
JB, if Fury goes on sale, I'm gonna buy it for you. I see that on there.
Let's hear it.
It's a fantastic
It's like a
game.
bullet storm.
Yeah, you play with the guy as a guy with the sword, which I like.
Yeah,
And
that's my favorite part.
It's a boss rush game.
A bass rush game? Now I see why he wants it.
It's a Sega bass rush game.
Don't tell anybody that I have Super Seducer and Super Seducer 2 on my Switch.
Soul Calibur, Deep Rock. You got some bangers on here, buddy.
I just like to remember that game exists. Oh boy.
He's got Risk of Rain 2 on the wish list. Let me just move that up for you to number 1.
Oh, thank you. Maniac Mansion. A classic.
So
yeah. So that's my topic for today is just my wish list.
Breaking news, JB has both Super Seducers on his wish list.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So
I just need to get better at seducing so I get a naughty mate. It's the practice.
I imagine Super Seducer is just JB hitting on women at a bar holding a Super Nintendo.
What do you think
a Super
of this?
Scope?
When I blow off my cartridge.
Oh boy.
And he does a bad accent while he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like Hugh Jackman had a stroke.
That's my
You're
taking a stroke.
You want to blow on my cartridge?
Didgeridoo me, why don't you?
Oh my god, that's so bad.
Hop in my pouch like a roo, right?
Want to act like a dingo and eat my babies, if you know what I'm saying?
I think someone hacked my account and put some of these games on here. I don't remember putting Roller Coaster Tycoon on here.
What the hell? Jimmy was too distracted to recognize a good swallow joke when he heard one.
I love them. I love all the swallow jokes. Anything
really
about
good.
birds. That's what I'm about.
Oh, man.
I get it. That's pretty good.
I also get that one.
It's a quadruple entendre.
I just thought of my own joke again. It made myself laugh while drinking. So I guess it's time to move on.
Oh shit.
Whose turn is it? What are we doing?
You can do whatever you want.
What are we even doing right now?
Boys, want to hear my Resident Evil 4 impersonation?
Yeah.
What are you playing?
Stop it. Stop it, you. Boys,
I just keep thinking about it. Go
boys, listen to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
What have you been playing?
Am I going first?
Yeah.
Fucking one of you, please.
So I got really excited about Cadence of Hyrule, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should beat Breath of the Wild first. So I'm playing that as well as the Division 2 mostly by myself, and then with people I've been playing Overwatch and Rainbow Six
I'm one of those
Siege.
people.
Yeah, you're one of my people.
Yeah. Vermintide as well.
Oh yeah, Vermintide. We've been doing some interesting plays on Vermintide.
Hey man, last night was the only time we've had trouble so far.
Oh, that was so rough.
It was very rough.
So Division 2, they released the gunner, the guy with the minigun specialization.
You heard it here first. Finally, a guy with a gun.
I was gonna say it's the first guy with a gun in Division 2.
He's a good guy with the gun.
I like the race to that joke.
And but it's like super weak. But you could either buy the season pass and get it immediately, or you could do this bunch of stuff, which takes about 5 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard the grind for it ain't good.
It's not that bad. It's enjoyable. I've been doing it just solo, really, and it's not that bad. I know. I meant like I want to do it solo because I don't want to join up with other people and then have it fuck it up. Because you have to do like special stuff. You have to like shoot the helmet off a guy before you kill him. You have to electrocute him so many times before you kill him. You have to set him on fire so many times before you kill him. Stuff like that.
You have to make him eat your special sauce so many times before you kill him.
You gotta touch his right nipple 3 times.
You have to bring him to climax and then let him down slowly before you kill him.
just keep pet him a few times, and then you kill him.
I'm really glad we didn't miss our edging quota this month.
Yep, I gotta hit it.
We never do, bud. We never do.
You've been slacking. I gotta pick up your slack lately.
I just don't want to become stale, is all.
Yeah.
Too busy finding creative ways to make accents and talk about coming.
Jesus Christ. All right, what about you, Mitch? Jesus.
Mitch Jesus coming to
I had to drive the whole show. God, I'm so tired.
I'm sorry.
I don't care at all. I'm just joking.
JB, take the wheel, because Jesus is not doing a good job with it.
He doesn't even have a license. What are these people thinking?
So I did my monthly buy a few games deal lately.
Wow.
I bought
the Mitch monthly sale.
It's the Mitch monthly sale where basically nothing I buy is on sale, and I just decide that I should go and fuck myself in terms of finances since I buy a bunch of games.
It'd be pretty cool if I didn't have enough money to pay bills this month.
Hell
yeah, it's really cool. So far, doing really well with that.
Happy to hear.
Just means you're living a better life than you can afford, and so that's good.
It's like the keto diet, but for your budget.
Dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Buy games for the job you want.
Basically, I'm dressed. Yeah, for sure. So basically, last time I bought The Messenger, House of the Dying Sun, Into the Breach, and a game called Bright Memory. I haven't played Bright Memory yet, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Wow. The only game I know is Into the Breach.
Oh, and Gato Roboto, which has been a heck of a time. I like that one.
Yeah.
That was like a little Metroid style game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 2D run and gun.
Yeah, I feel like there's a robot in it.
Yeah, you're a cat and you can hop into mechs.
Hey, that's what Gato means.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you hear about what Domo Arigato means.
Something about pizza.
Yeah, Gato Roboto has been fun. I think I'm almost done. I have to be. It's a very short one. The Messenger I've been having a lot of fun with. Josh, my boy, my good friend Joshua has proven me wrong.
Oh.
He's proven me wrong. He said I would like it, and I said I wouldn't. And then I bought it and played it, and I love it.
Oh. It's a good
So that's that one. Yeah.
Man, it's almost like that Josh guy is a pretty smart fella and may know you boys better than you think.
He's a pretty fart smeller, is what I always say.
He is a pretty fart smeller.
Yeah, the Messenger is, gameplay-wise, it's a very typical Metroidvania. Like the one sort of hook that they have is you can hit things and gain another jump, so it makes for a really interesting level traversal.
Oh, that's cool.
The environments are pretty cool, the enemies are pretty cool.
They're cool people?
The David Hasselhoffs are pretty cool.
Always.
Yep. I fucking lost my train of thought. David Hasselhoff popped into my head and I lost it.
You couldn't stop picturing a 16-bit David Hasselhoff from the 80s.
Yeah.
Running on
the beach. Where the Messenger really shines is the writing is pretty
the lights.
witty and fun.
And you played the Messenger?
Yes.
No, you have to kill the Messenger.
We try to shoot you all the time.
So anyway, House of the Dying Sun. House of the Dying Sun has been very fun. It's a space flight combat dogfight space flight.
Oh, really?
Fight or flight. Yeah.
That sounds
basically.
Neat.
Hold on, JB's just polishing off this email to his.
I'm looking at these games. God.
He just Google searched. He Firefox searched. Super Naughty Maid 3 release date.
Yes.
TBA.
Need the trilogy. Need closure.
JB was just Google searching.
The story is incomplete without the third game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it totally sets up the fourth and fifth games.
It really wraps it up.
It's the linchpin game. JB was honestly just Google searching how to zone out during a podcast.
I don't Google search. I use DuckDuckGo.
I Bing it.
I'll try to finish up real quick here. House of the Dying Sun.
Okay.
Don't let us get in your way.
House of the Dying Sun is you play as the deadliest starfighter in the galaxy. Basically,
Steve.
Are you the last starfighter?
the game. Can I finish?
Mhm.
Can you let me climax, please?
I think so.
My balls are blue.
So what I've been playing is
How's the dying sign? You're in a spaceship. Play short missions.
Is
Kill
it
the-
first person?
Yes, you motherfucker.
is the
First
soundtrack done
person.
by Randy Newman.
Yes.
Short missions, got no objectives.
Into the breach.
That was good.
Isometric.
That
Fucking.
was fucking good. Jesus Christ. Oh boy.
I found my new favorite segment. Welcome to Frustrate Mitch.
Yeah, it's not just me now.
Da-da-pa-pa-da-pa.
Release me from this mortal coil. Into the Breach is a top-down isometric sort of like puzzle combat game with mechs.
Yeah.
You're supposed to protect all your energy deals on the map, which give you moves. You gotta kill all the boys. On to Overwatch. Been playing Overwatch a lot.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
What's that game?
You shoot a gun as different people.
Yeah.
You all have the same gun.
You get to pick your favorite Jeff Kaplan off a roster of 10 Jeff Kaplans.
You know what's weird with the new
Different
patch in
roles.
Overwatch? You play defense every round.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
Cool. It's really cool because I said once out loud, and I guess this sort of acted as like a magic conduit for the game to react to how I want to do things. I said I love defending on Numbani 3 times in a row. So that's been a really blast to the past, a real good time.
Mhm.
I love it.
Will
on to
Smith
you.
came out and was like, "Your wish has been granted."
Jeff Kaplan's like words is hard tonight. He's connected directly to your Amazon Alexa.
You know what else is hard?
Yeah, the one that I
Jeff
don't
Kaplan.
have, which is really cool.
Yeah,
You don't have one?
that you know of.
Yeah, I snuck one into your apartment
Yeah,
3 days ago.
hold on. Let me talk to Siri really quick. Siri, if you're listening,
I love you.
I'm gonna commit my 9th murder tonight. Thank you.
Siri, if you're listening, send more pizza.
Come find me, motherfuckers.
I'm out.
Can't do it.
I love this episode
right.
got cut short because Mitch swatted himself.
Yeah. Hey, Josh, what have you been playing, please?
I've been falling back on some things. Like after E3, I kind of realized there's not a whole lot I'm really looking forward to this year, save for Death Stranding and Cyberpunk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And for them to finally fucking release Halo on PC whenever they decide to do that ever.
Yeah.
So I've kind of fallen back into Rainbow Six and Forza Horizon 4.
Oh, wow.
I'd be, because I don't think we've really talked about it. What about Siege gets you? Because you've gotten back into it and fallen out of it like 3 or 4 times by now.
What gets
What
you?
gets? Yeah, what gets you about it?
Get you horny.
It
I know there's something about it that just tickles your prostate.
get good.
Ooh.
Okay.
It make me have fun.
And I know
it get
it make-
good.
And I know it make you pew.
It make my pee pee hard, and it make the fun time happen to
Okay.
me.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah.
But
now when I play the
So-
Siege, I play the game for the fun time, and it make the fun time happen.
mhm.
Okay. Wow. Uh-huh. So when the fun time happen, you go? You go.
No, I stop and get more fun time.
What? What's going
Okay.
on?
I don't know. I think we both had a stroke. I don't know. Something about the just the shooting feels really good in that game. I love
Mhm.
the physics of it. You know, like just it's less about being a Twitch shooter as most like competitive first person shooters are these days. I mean, it still has that element for sure,
Yeah.
but I'm able to still be viable some matches just based on tactics and just outwitting the opponent more than being able to like flick and shoot them quicker than they do me.
Mhm.
Right.
Which again still happens when you're in like toe-to-toe situations.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think it's amazing how the last bullet in the magazine is always the one that kills people. The rest of the bullets don't do anything.
right.
It's an amazing game. I don't know how they coded that.
They magnetize that last bullet to people's. They bone magnetize it.
It's a roguelike in the sense that every bullet has a random procedurally generated chance to do damage.
Right. Seems like all the ones that come against me are always crits though.
Roguelikes, baby.
That,
With
that-
RNG.
I always fall back into racing games whenever I'm in a rut for some reason. There's something good about just zoning out, knocking out a few races, watching
Yeah.
some episodes of Scrubs in the background.
So I find racing games extremely irritating. I rage on them pretty hard. But
wait to just shit on Jeed's preferences.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought this was a safe space.
Way to really take a big steamy dump all over Jeed's.
I didn't kink shame you for just playing sex games on Steam all the time.
I think you did.
Super seducer habit, motherfucker.
And I think you might like Forza. Then they've been really trying to make their racing games as accessible as possible while still being fun. Like they have these rewind features. Because I know it's frustrating for you about them. You'll get like 8 laps into a 9-lap race, and then some stupid physics thing will happen, and boom, you just lost first place that you've been holding the whole race.
Yeah, I like that new car game or Wreckfest or whatever it's called at this point. I like that game a lot, too. I actually think that.
I still need to try that. I heard that one's like the vehicles aren't as fun to drive because they all drive like freaking tubs.
Well, they're all old cars. It's not like you don't have a souped up car. It's like, it's supposed to be low level racing and demolition derby. So
I didn't think we'd be car ageist in this podcast episode, but okay.
You drive a Model T and you have to, in real time, pull the...
You have a horse-drawn carriage, and you have to wreck into other horse-drawn.
You have to get up from your computer chair and actually run. You have to run to win the race.
What is the name of the game? It is called Wreckfest.
It is, yes.
Okay. It was called New Car Game for a while, which is a weird title.
It was, though.
Yeah.
Until it wasn't.
It was New Car Game.
But, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Overwatch with you shitheads, but other than that.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I've been enjoying getting back into it.
Yeah.
Cool.
This episode's real disjointed.
So,
JB, it's up to you. Save us.
Here's something.
Hit us with an actual news topic.
Extra. Read all about it.
News segment
I
time.
regret putting the keys in your hand.
This just in. Dr. Disrespect. 2 weeks ago, Dr. Disrespect did some naughty stuff at E3.
He did a bad, and then he got a ban.
And he got a good ban. He's still banned.
Yeah, he took a pee, is what I heard.
So he took a pee, gave a pee. So what happened was he was doing an in real live stream. I hate saying IRL. So in real live stream. On the Twitch platform at E3, and these I think it was 1 or 2 cameramen were following around. I'm not sure how many. I didn't count them.
Yeah,
probably just one.
I think it was just one. But there was pictures of the cameraman. So who took those pictures?
Probably the people in the bathroom.
Probably Dr.
Did they ban them too? No. So he went. I think it was a few times he went into the bathroom, and there was just
streaming it the whole time.
People urinating and. Even kids.
Well, and as you guys know, my favorite part about doing the show is starting rumors. Cocaine does make you pee more.
It does.
So,
Yeah.
It's the cocaine's fault Dr. Disrespect had to pee so much.
My favorite part was one time he was trying to get...
We should ban cocaine.
He was trying to get in the stall, but it was locked. And then the person in the stall kicked down the door. Jason Statham appears and says, "Oh, I quit taking a piss." That was my favorite part.
Quit taking all that cocaine. It's bad for your sinuses.
And he snorts a line off of Dr. Disrespect's boner.
Your septum's deviated. So yeah, he got banned. They took his badge, the E3 badge, so he can't be in E3. I don't know what they're gonna do about.
They took his E3 gun.
Years.
Sir, you with the mustache, you gotta stop taking peas.
His black
I play
stream,
by my own rules.
His black stream partner said he was too old for this shit.
And he was taking a shit because they're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Shot a kid.
Oh god. I love Die Hard. Okay. And then Twitch also banned him, and he's still banned. So I don't know how long he's gonna be banned for.
He's gonna come back. I mean,
he's definitely gonna come back.
He makes Twitch too much damn money for this to stick.
Yeah, I feel bad. I used to feel kind of bad for Dr. Disrespect because he built this character, and the character is an asshole. But I mean, it was entertaining, and like people just did horrible shit to him. Like someone shot his house and stuff. This is kind of like, what the fuck were you thinking, dude? Like,
yeah, this was wholeheartedly deserved.
This is him.
All right, first off, do you think this was planned?
This is no longer him just being the character. I think he enjoys being an asshole.
Yeah.
And masks it behind like, oh, it's just my character. Like,
Yeah.
no, I think you're just an asshole.
You're probably right.
Yeah, it's like people who say really shitty things to people, and then when that person gets upset, they're like, "I'm just joking."
I'm just telling you the truth.
I'm just trying to get a reaction out of you.
I don't know why we made them all Valley Girls.
When
It's
in
because they are
reality,
Valley
all about
Girls.
Dr. Disrespects.
Valley Girls have terrorized the U.S. for far too long.
But like, do you think he planned to do this? Do you think it's his fault, or do you think it's the cameraman's fault?
Dude, it is 100% his fault. At some point, he made the conscious decision to go into the bathroom with cameras on him, knowing they'd follow him.
He
He could have told him, like, yo, do you wait out here?
I'm guessing he thought it was really fucking funny the first 3 times, and then the 4th time he said, this is going to be really funny again.
Yeah.
Did he really
Was
do
it
it that
really
many
that
times?
many times?
I don't. It was more than once. I know that. But I don't know. how many
I didn't
times
even
it
know
was.
that. I thought it was just once and he got banned.
I'm pretty sure it's more than once. I thought so. I'm not
If
sure.
I was in that bathroom, I'd have just turned around full donger and got him like permanently banned.
Just pee on him. What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing, pee on the camera? Get out of here.
Conquer's bad for it.
This is where I pee on cameras. You can't show this.
You
Yeah,
can't
but
show
this-
me peeing on camera.
You can't show. Look, I'm spreading my balls. You can't show that.
Look at
Look
at it.
Look at it.
Look, it's hot out. I got bat wings.
It's
Balls
smiling.
are sticking to
Oh,
my
God.
leg. Can't show this.
I'm throwing the eggs above the rooster. Look at it.
I bet.
Listen to me.
Listen to this,
Can't-
and then just
you
start
can't show
flapping it.
Yes.
Clap, 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 clap. Get out of here.
Get
Just
out of here.
Just following them into the hallway now, just fully exposed.
Why?
You
Why?
might get kicked out too.
Why you camera my pingus?
Oh,
Stop.
the only only way they would have been acceptable is if they walked in there and some man was like, some full grown man was just pants to ankles peeing at the urinal with both hands holding his shirt up.
Isn't that the most comfortable way
Just-
to pee?
Just full on toddler pissing.
He's got his clothes neatly folded next to him while he's fully naked at the
Yeah. even Twitch would have been like, okay, this is fine.
He's taking his shoes off, his hat, his glasses, everything.
It's good now.
So the only thing I heard about Dr. Disrespect stream
Mhm.
is him getting banned from it. So that couldn't have been that good a stream anyways.
I mean, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
You were
Was
watching?
Was it him walking
No,
around?
I didn't watch that. I meant his stream in general. I'm sorry.
Mm.
But
Okay.
I think someone reported him and then they got banned. I mean, makes
Yeah.
sense.
You
I mean,
make
there's a
sense.
report feature on Twitch, isn't there?
Yeah.
Do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
I didn't know.
I always report. I'm gonna have to remember to cut this out. I always report for constantly violating the dress code policy, but she gets away with
I
it.
don't know who that is.
That's that ASMR streamer we're always ripping on because she's like, this is a purely auditory experience, but she's doing it in like a fucking bra and thong.
Oh,
So yeah,
really?
like all of Twitch's
How do
knuckle
you spell her
dragging mouth
name?
breathers. I'm not fucking telling you. I don't want you to give her views.
Eh.
It's JEEDMAN
Uh-huh. Okay.
JONES.
Okay.
It's BENUS
Got it. Nice.
underscore OMEGA.
How do you bookmark stuff in Firefox?
So anyway,
yeah,
so
I'm
the
sorry.
band.
You take your butt out in public and
Yes.
just run backwards at people. So anyway,
So anyway. So he's probably be banned for a few months. I imagine he's gonna come back soon. I wonder what they're gonna do about E3. Maybe he won't be allowed in.
they're gonna ban E3.
How dare you let him do
I don't
this?
know. That's wild, man. People are crazy in
Man,
this
people are
world.
fucking
All right.
stupid.
Yeah, that too. I think it was a publicity stunt and it worked because we were talking about it.
Yeah, that you finally got us, Doc.
I just found
God
out about it
damn it.
before the podcast, so
Yeah,
it
'cause I
worked
told him
2/3 of the time.
I'm an idiot.
Check out
Okay.
his new character on his YouTube gaming channel, Nurse Unrespectful.
Professor Ultra Respect. Here's something, boys.
Uh-huh.
I got something to serve you. I want to know what's your favorite video games growing up? Back when you were a kiddo.
The
Fusion
ones
Frenzy.
I played.
Okay, cool. No, like deep dive in it. Like, what's
Is Fusion Frenzy really your favorite game, Bill Gates?
No.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. So I'll start you. I'll start you off. So what is a game you could not put down? When I was a kid and we had a Nintendo Entertainment System, we had this game called Bayou Billy.
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
So Bayou Billy was a game that basically had every game built into it. It was a 2D side-scroller beat 'em up, a car game, and then you also had to use the light gun to shoot people.
Fuck yeah.
Just like the real Bayous.
I think it's supposed to be like Crocodile Dundee, but then they lost
Probably.
the license. And so they just renamed it like Bayou Billy. And when you hear it, it's like, The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Oh, that's not a blade. This is a sharpened blade.
But it's in that N64 voice. Where
Oh, Nintendo. It's just like, Adventures of Bayou Billy.
They really went for something.
Bayou Billy-san.
But it is a very fun game. I remember playing that a lot. So
Mitch, you go next.
I was gonna ask you to go next.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't know. There weren't many that I really returned to over and over again, save for
okay.
I played like through Metal Gear Solid, the original PS1 game, like probably 15 times when I was younger.
Jeez, that's
Dude, I loved it. But and also, like every time you beat it, you got like new unlocks. It seemed like, so I just kind of exhausted that.
I don't know. I'm having trouble thinking of one because I
Twisted Metal.
didn't.
Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I used to play the shit out of Twisted Metal with my boy.
The original one?
Just any of them, especially Black. We loved Twisted Metal Black.
Black was good. That was good. That game was so weird. I'm surprised they don't remake it now.
They tried. Well, they had that. I think it was late in the PS3's life cycle. They tried making a new one, and people that game just doesn't really. I don't know. It doesn't have hooks these days.
Well, like it's similar to like Mario Kart almost, but like darker.
Yeah, but games have just kind of progressed so much, and it's not as much about Mario Kart because I mean Mario Kart, you have a clear objective, which is get to the finish line.
Well, they can make it a game like that and have the battles.
No, because
they could do both.
I guess, but then it's not Twisted Metal anymore, though.
Yeah, maybe so.
I get what you're saying. They could make like a battle racing game, but I just don't see why they would need to put the name Twisted Metal on it. Because Twisted Metal is just arena combat, but people like arena combat's just not really that much fun when you're controlling a car because you can't aim unless you're moving and stuff, and then the things you're also trying to hit are also moving super fast.
Yeah. I guess, I thought that's what made it fun.
It did back in the day, but
I can see how it could be frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking they could do online play with it. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with it. With all the different characters, all the different weapons.
It was a fresh idea like 15 years ago. And with system limitations being what they were, I mean, it wasn't. Cars weren't as fast, and there wasn't as much environmental stuff getting in the way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now with the maps they had to build and all that stuff, I don't know. There was a lot of reasons. It's not a series that lives up to modern standards, even if you try and. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe somebody cracks the formula and makes it interesting again in 2019, but I doubt it could happen. I think that's just kind of a game that I don't know. I don't know what's the words I'm looking for.
It's just not. It's not the game for these times.
Yeah, it's not a timeless game.
Yeah.
Because like RPGs, you could still crack, throw in like a old SNES RPG and have a good time. Mm-hmm. But just something about the way that game moves and just doesn't hold up.
Yeah, I can see that. Mitch, you got one yet? Or do I have to tell a story?
I was gonna say, you can't tell a story. Do you wanna?
Sure. So talking about RPGs, did y'all hear about? Is it Tina from Final Fantasy VII?
Tifa.
Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. They're mad because in the remake, her boobs are too small.
Oh no!
Of course they are. Of course they're mad.
And by there, I'm talking about gamer boys who like naughty nerds.
The super naughty maid fans.
All right, Mitch, do you want to talk about your favorite video game? Or do you want to mosey on down?
We can party on down.
You sure?
It's time for everybody's favorite segment.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's time for that one. This week, JB.
It's time for Mitch's favorite video game. It's time for Review Crew. Review crew. Each week we deploy Bayou Billy to find us the greatest. I can't read it when your thing's in the way. Take your dick out the way, please.
I can't read it after 25 episodes.
Yeah. Okay. Bayou Billy to find us the greatest reviews from deep within the bowels of Amazon for Brendan Fraser peens.
What the fuck is this episode?
I just read the cue cards.
Applause.
Fuck you, Baltimore or San Diego. Is that how it goes?
Both of them. Take it.
Yeah, that's how that classic song goes.
No,
Fuck you, Baltimore. Wait, San Diego.
Like the anchor.
It's an old Tom Petty song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you, Mr. Anchorman. Okay, so my first item is how to tell if your cat is plotting to kill you. It's a paperback.
It's easy, by the way, he does.
You have a cat, he's plotting to kill you.
This is by the Oatmeal. I like the Oatmeal.
I don't know what the oatmeal is.
It's a comic artist.
Oh, it's a delicious.
Is he a Quaker?
Breakfast.
He has another book called My Cat is More Impressive Than Your Baby.
Damn. How does he know about my
Prove
baby?
it.
My first review is from T.L. Clark, gives it 1 star. Says, Christians and children beware.
Whoa.
This book is a waste of money. Do not be deceived by the overall high rating. Do not. This book is not a book for children or Christians.
Or people, or
Though-
humans, or animals.
Though I bought this a few weeks ago, I got it for a Christian cat lady. As I look through it, now I see the totally disgusting chapter about how to tell if your cat is a raging homosexual. How is this supposed to be funny? It will go into the garbage.
I think it was a typo. I think it
Wow.
was supposed to say a raving homosexual. It's like,
Just going to rage.
Yeah.
Does your cat have a pacifier?
does he have
Does your
just a
cat-
drawer
Can I read
dedicated to
glow
glow
sticks?
sticks?
Can I read this one from Melissa?
Yes.
Does she explain it all?
Melissa says...
She tries to.
Melissa says 3 stars. Not for children.
What?
The book itself has some humor, but despite its cartoonish appearance, it's not a kid's book. I missed this in my Christmas haste and skimmed parts of it. My fault.
Well, yeah.
I assumed it was similar to Grumpy Cat. Imagine the horror when my 8-year-old began. Imagine my horror when my 8-year-old began reading out loud penis envy, and the cat turned gay from watching you have sex, etc., etc. The worst part was, it was from Santa. LOL.
I like it.
I love the huge leap in logic. Cat's murdering.
Grumpy cat?
It must be a grumpy
Yeah.
cat.
He's such a grumpy cat because he hasn't had the opportunity to murder you yet.
Yeah, how to tell if your cat is plotting to kill you, just like the grumpy
Just
one.
like the grumpy cat. I don't get my boys anything with any of the words like death, kill, murder, something like that. I don't know how they thought this
Anything-
title was acceptable for a kid.
Anything with
Yeah.
those words in the tag, I kind of just buy.
Yeah.
Any
For my
Death,
kids.
that
murder,
says-
for my kids for Christmas.
The book has the word tell in the title. I
Especially for my son with the edible complex.
don't tell me how to do things.
But with a friendly Arthur name like Oatmeal, I could see the confusion.
Yeah. My next review is from Sheepin. 1
Thanks for
star.
catching that.
Says I bought this on Amazon Kindle. Saw like 5 pages. I couldn't do it. The amount of foul, like as in bird foul language, is ridiculous. Sure, it's sort of masked, but it's extremely vulgar. How do they mask the bad language? I don't understand.
With more bad language.
It talks about how cats really see you, wondering why you aren't licking your private parts, then cleaning your home. It's not even remotely funny. I can't even find any return purchase button.
Or my remote.
Using words like fucking. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's supposed to be a comic book, but it doesn't work. I was hoping it would be funny. What a shame and a waste of $9. They're foul. All this talk of birds is pissing me off.
What a waste of $9.
Yeah, that's what I got hung up on,
I was saving up the $9 for Taco Bell
Man.
and decided to buy this book instead.
This dude's real butthurt about having to spend almost an entire... I can't even remember who's on the tenors. Is it Washington? It's
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Washington's the one.
Can I read one from Chris?
Sure.
Chris gave it a 1 star. This book is trash.
I thought it was a book.
This book is so vile and disgusting for anyone to read. How it was even published is a wonder. It's not even funny at all. It
Not
promises
funny.
stories and comics, but all you get is pointless liberal quote-unquote humor, aka garbage. So this guy bought. I want to really underline that he bought and spent money on this book from a known centrist, if not left-wing, comic book writer.
He spent a whole $9.
He spent a whole $9 on it, and then was disappointed that it was the guy that he was expecting who wrote it.
Once again, I love it
So-
when people bring politics in Amazon reviews.
So vile and disgusting.
Obama wrote this book, but there's so many leftist ideas. I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't know about this one, guys. 1 star. This book is trash. There are so many people that just didn't read the description.
Yes.
Like, all these 1-star reviews are not funny. This is a waste of paper.
I love when I do.
I bought it on Kindle. This is always.
I love when I do no research into
Oh.
a product, buy it, and they get
Can I
mad
read-
it's not what I
can
wanted
I-
it to be.
Can I read one from Om Nom Nom?
Sure.
1 star. Bought for my son who is 12, but there were definitely some inappropriate pages we had to talk about. I didn't like my son reading this horrid book, so I talked about it with him more.
Why would you?
See, this is a
Why would
positive
you
because it
just look
opened
at
a
the book?
dialogue between this parent and their child.
Well, he's 12. I don't know what you should be reading about.
This is the first time I talked to my son in 12 years he's been alive.
I talked to him in the womb and never
I
again.
came back with
This is
so
a
many
little shit.
cigarettes and just really hashed it out
If
with him.
If only he weren't so goddamn annoying, I'd probably talk to him more.
I collected all the cigarettes in the world. My Pokey cigarette was full. Wait, I messed that up. But yeah, you get the joke. Kevin Karen says, 1 star, what the heck? This book was supposed to be a Christmas gift for my daughter, but thankfully I thumbed through it before giving it to her. It is
You're not supposed to do that. That's not your Christmas
it's
present.
not your book.
Yeah.
It is completely offensive and talked about homosexual cat tendencies, including dreaming about another cat's penis. Huh? I thought this was supposed to be a funny book. How deceiving. Tim Allen here. Talking about dreaming about another cat's penis. Ooh.
give it a Winford to us. Timothy Allen.
Timothy. Oh, I like this one. All right. A 3-star review from Jackie L. Hardman.
That's that new Death
Oh,
Stranding
this man's so
character.
hard. Nice.
Says, I very rarely write a review, but feel it is necessary for this item. I skimmed this book, which I purchased for a friend and found it funny and realistically spot on based on my knowledge and experience with felines. However, I know she, like me, will be offended by the use of God's name in vain. We are the only part of his creation who take our creator's name in vain. Too bad in the age of not offending anyone that believers are not included. Okay. Would like to have rated 5. 5 for satire, but 3 for the gratuitous expletive.
Yeah, they say fuck at least 3 times.
I like my favorite is we are the only part of his creation who take our creator's name in vain. How many other animals are talking?
Parrots.
I guess parrots? Yeah. But I'm pretty sure you can teach a parrot to say goddamn. Oh shit.
Goddamn,
I did it,
goddamn,
guys.
goddamn, goddamn.
Get that parrot out of here.
I told you no parrots on the
Yeah,
podcast.
Mitch.
This one's from Amazon. Fucker. This book says fuck so many fucking times. I didn't fuking read it before I fucking bought it. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. 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 I
It's
hate
all
this
in a
fucking
mind.
book.
Oh.
It's so fucking awful. I don't even have a fucking cat. What the fuck is this?
Did you make that up, Mitch?
Yeah.
Couldn't
I'm
tell.
gonna I'm typing it in real time.
Couldn't
Though.
tell. I thought this was Naughty Nurse 3, the book.
Yeah.
I've got a very confusing review here for you boys. It's
Yeah.
from our
Give it
old
to
pal
me.
Amazon customer. 2 stars.
Oh shit.
My
I
best friend.
didn't know also that it has adult content. It says, somehow I didn't realize how worn out the book would be. I can't have it under the tree for Christmas.
Did they wear it out?
I don't know.
Reading it?
Or maybe like the UPS man
JB.
was real bored that day.
The UPS man read it. Yes, sir.
There's a lot to unpack here, especially considering that there's like 6 or 7 reviews saying, "Who dunked this book in water?"
Right.
I didn't see this. That's
I
hilarious.
saw that.
So this is coming from the Amazon Wet Factory.
Those wet books.
That you get this and a copy of a VHS copy of The Shape of Water.
Cat dick and fish dick.
This is coming from the actual Amazon rainforest, if you didn't know.
Yeah, it's very humid there. My next item is the Camco Premium Travel Toilet with Detachable Taint. Not taint.
What?
Not detachable.
Whoa.
It's a detachable.
Finally, evolution has caught up.
Oh shit!
I thought I was interested before.
I've always wanted a detachable taint. So
I don't know how many times my wife has asked me, is like, what's it like being a man? And I'm like, it's so good, except for this gosh darn unremovable taint.
You women are so lucky with your detachable
You
taint.
got it so good with that removable taint. I'm just stuck with mine all day.
What
There's
is
only
this fucking
Two
product?
times I have my
It's a
taint on me, when my eyes are open and when my eyes are closed. And gosh darn it, I'm sick of it.
Honey, did you forget to pack your taint again? Damn it.
Sorry guys, I can't go out tonight. I forgot my taint at home.
I'm taintless.
Jim, that's the lamest excuse I've ever heard. We know you can't take that shit off.
Hi, I'm Tim No Taint today, and I'm here to tell you about the fucking detachable taint.
Tim. I'm here to talk to you about Benford taints.
God.
So what the? Let me.
What the fuck?
Yes. So it's a
what the
travel
fuck?
toilet.
Well, let me ask you a very important question, JB, real
Yes.
quick. JB over here in the back, Mitchell from
Yeah.
CNN.
Mhm.
Does it come in any different
Wrong.
colors?
Moving on. What? Oh. No. Well, it comes in 2 different sizes. You can get the 2.6 gallon tank.
Wowza, okay.
Or
For
if,
us
Alright.
mega
if you're feeling,
shitters.
if you're making those big logs, you get the 5.3 gallon tank.
Now we're cooking with mayonnaise.
Which is just
Let's
enough
party.
for me and my 5.2 gallon turds.
It is such a weird number. Why did they round this at all?
There are so many portable toilets on Amazon.
There are, and this I learned.
And you
Today I
can
learned.
read about them in my new book, Sisterhood of the Traveling Toilets.
How to tell if your portable toilet's trying to kill you. It says fuck so many times in that book.
Toilet.com.
It's pretty good, but it's no 5.5 gallon shitter.
So I do like they say it's designed for camping, hiking, boating, RVing, and more. Who's carrying a
Fucking.
toilet with them while they're hiking?
Fucking, trucking, plucking, any of your needs.
Shitting, pissing.
Sleeping,
Shitting,
breathing,
pissing.
eating.
You can do this and so much more.
Are you camping outside of GameStop for that new Final Fantasy game? We got a product for you, baby.
You gotta take a shit after eating all that Domino's.
You got a shit at the baseball game? Can't
Yes.
get to a toilet? There's too many Cracker Jacks in the aisle. Don't want to get your shoes dirty. We got a thing for you.
We got a throne for you.
We got a throw
We
for
recommend
you. I
duct
love you.
taping 2 of the 5.3 gallons together for those situations.
Are you at the movie theater? You just don't want to miss Wolverine
You don't want to miss.
cutting people up.
You don't want to miss the Hugh Jackman saying his favorite catchphrase, "Kasnickets."
Hugh Jackman says a fuck word and you don't want to miss it. It's a PG-13 movie. He only gets one. So you gotta
Avengers.
stay.
Avengers.
Hey,
Oh god, Endgame is 3 hours long. You know you got to take a shit during that movie.
hey, you don't want to miss when the Thangus gets purple. He gets purple about halfway through. You don't know what's happening.
You gotta stay and make sure you don't miss the thing. No snap.
Oh snap! I missed it because I was taking
Listen
a
to me.
shit.
I know every single one of you watching The Shape of Water right now. You don't want to miss the fish penis. Buy this.
You wanna
Buy this toilet, and I'll give you $5.
you wanna make it to
I
the
swear
end of
it's
this
coming.
joke? You gotta get one of these. You gotta just ride this
Gotta
joke
get
out
one
to
of
the end. You need you one of these.
I'm almost at the 5.3 max right now. I need to pour it out. John gives it 5 stars. Says it is pressurized. It does not let gas and smell because it is sealed. That means
If you know what I mean.
It builds pressure from either altitude changes or bacteria. Read the instructions, or you will have a violent volcano of crap.
Violent.
Side note: if
Yes.
if you're low on ideas for your science fair project, and you just ain't got no
5 gallons.
baking soda and vinegar,
Yeah.
Can I read this? Yeah, just drink Coke and have some Mentos and wait for the
There
party
you
to
go.
start.
Get you
Can I
that
read
Camp
this one
Coke
from
cream
Don?
extra.
From who?
Don.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Don says 3 stars. Purchase for a slim teenager.
Thank God.
This is very nice.
I'm sick of all those fat ones hogging these.
Yeah.
This is very nice and works well. It is solid and sets very well. The only thing I don't like is the seat is made too small, and I'm an average sized person. First of all, Don, a way to brag about it. Second of all, that's a very specific sizing chart, slim teenager.
To average human.
To average sized person.
Now,
We know that the average sized person is a slim teenager.
Don, I wish every fucking day of my life that I wasn't a slim teenager. Don't you put this on me. Not while I'm looking
I'm just
for
looking
portable
for
toilets.
simple solutions to shitting in the woods next to the bears. I
How to
didn't
tell
come
if your
here
slim teenager wants to kill you?
I didn't come here for existential crises.
Urban Cowboy has a super long review, but I just want to.
Give us the cliff
I just
notes.
want to go. Yeah, I just want to give you some cliff notes. He says, "Mine may be defective, or it just may not work well.
It shits in
leaks
me.
Where the it leaks where the top and bottom connect. Flushing causes a seepage between the white top and the gray bottom.
Ah, yes. My favorite part of life, the seepage.
Oh, shit.
My girlfriend's a white top and I'm a gray bottom.
Yeah.
Dripping everywhere. Ew. Lucky I pack rubber gloves. It also squirts the liquid that is in the bowl out the flush rod hole.
It's
So
like
it's a
it's like a
squirter.
free bidet. It's a free bidet, right? Included.
You know that old saying, fight fire with fire. Only way to blast off some dingleberries is to hit them with their old cousins.
Talk about renewable
Right?
energy.
Oh, boy.
Warning, don't
Okay,
stream yourself using this so you'll get banned.
Can I read this one from Troy Davis?
Troy.
Yes, sir.
My boy Troy Baker says 3 stars, and the caption for this one is 3 stars.
Oh.
And he says, "It looks just like the other toilet I had for 20 years."
Just based on that alone. It's great.
That's it.
I feel
That's it.
I feel really relaxed in this toilet. It reminds me of the toilet my mom used to make.
I was fucking my old toilet for 20 years before it died. Whereas this one just reminds me just of her. You know?
They say there's no level higher than perfection, man. Why reinvent the wheel when you've got a perfectly good shitter for 20 years?
Home sweet toilet.
Can I read another one from Grumpy?
Is it the cat?
Grumpy says, Grumpy.
It's the grumpy cat.
I thought it was the Grumpy Cat, and then I read this review and I fucking killed myself. Grumpy says 3 stars. Lots of capacity and very convenient, but very small pot for a guy. This one's built for the girls. My shits are so fucking huge. I'm a guy, so you know I'm shitting constantly. This one's for the girls with their tiny poops.
They're cute poops. They're like wombats.
Poops is so small.
I like this review from T. Haverford. Says 5 stars. Glamping must. This thing is great for glamping. We used the cabin tent and kept it inside. No more laying in my sleeping bag seeing how long I could hold it before I go outside to freeze. No smell issues with it. I used the tabs that came with it and poured it in the toilet when they came home. I rinsed it and sprayed bleach water to clean it out. Since the flush is very small, I recommend coating the inside of the bowl with something to keep anything from sticking to the bowl. I use coconut oil.
This motherfucker used this shit bucket and then poured it into the toilet.
He also coated it with gold, just 24-karat gold to make sure its poo would go through.
If any listeners didn't know, glamping is basically when you have a summer home, but you want to make it seem like you're a poor people.
Yes.
So you go to your summer home, your big 3-story cabin, and you say you're camping.
You drink
but you're
Milwaukee's Best.
Yes. You drink Milwaukee's Bestos.
Okay.
Can I get this 1 star from Mike Ellis? 1 star. Tank started leaking after less than 6 months of use. So this dude has just been constantly shitting in it for almost 6 months.
This is my only toilet.
He sat silent for 6 months and then noticed the leak. He's like,
my leg,
shit.
I had to fight through the atrophied muscles in my legs in order to get to the computer to write this review to warn you all.
Can I have this one from Jay-Z Visuals?
Yes.
Jay-Z Visuals bought the premium style.
Oh.
For 3 stars. Product is extremely low to the ground. Very uncomfortable looking. Jay-Z Visuals just bought this toilet and has been looking at it.
Just measuring it for days.
Just inspecting this.
Thought it would fit into this
shit
room's
bucket.
feng shui, but totally threw off
Is
the
that-
vibes.
Fucking protractor.
Very low to the ground.
Short
toilets
got nobody.
The Rock.
Nobody.
The Rock 2. Son of The Rock 1.
Electric Boogaloo.
Gave it 1 star. Says, despite the appropriate height and sturdiness of this device, the small seat makes it almost unusable. Yes, you can technically use it, but for males especially, you will find it very difficult to go number 2 while finding a place to put your number 1. Most will need to go number 1 while number 2ing. For males, you will hurt yourself trying to get your number 1 in the hole while number 2ing.
Just arc it straight up like a man.
Quick math lesson.
It seems like a lot of people bought this product because they were like, my home toilet isn't big enough for my shits. I gotta have a tertiary toilet.
I need a shit toilet. Just a toilet for my shits.
Can I read this 3-star from Amazon customer?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to get in character. Give me 1 moment.
See.
Was what I was looking for. Priced right. Thought it was gonna be larger. Still fits my needs.
Is he done?
I love this.
He's done.
I love Mr. Across the Room Man.
It's your greatest character.
Thank you. I've been working on him for a
And
long
Mega
time.
Man's most evil boss.
Yes.
Across the room, man.
My next review is from Seriously, spelt with a C. 5-star review. The poop savior. He goes on to say, "What could be worse than driving down the road,
Becoming shit
getting,
Jesus.
The patron saint of shits. What could be worse than driving down the road and getting the grumbly feeling in your belly? We all know.
Et patri et fili et spiritu pupi.
We all know the feeling. Like an airplane, we release as much gas as possible before our descent, only to find out there's no way we're going to make it home. This portable toilet.
It's gonna blow!
I got ICBM.
My butt's having one.
This portable toilet is for those exact moments. No more waiting, running, or even the occasional shart.
You never have to run ever again.
This toilet, that's the only reason I run. That's what I have to This toilet is a complete game changer. That feeling when you're finished using your Camco toilet is far better than that feeling when you get home. It's like you came, you conquered, and what's next? If you can overcome a mobile poop, you can overcome anything. This dude just has it in his car.
This guy's one challenge in life is shitting.
Thanks to Camco, it's a challenge no more.
He's solved it.
And apparently these things are very versatile. Let me hit you boys with a 5-star from 2X Army Drills.
Holds a lot of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I brought this to the football game and we dumped it on the coach. We won the game.
There's a lot of brown Kool-Aid. I don't remember filling it with brown Kool-Aid, but here we are. 2X Army Drills.
The next review is on the brown Kool-Aid on Amazon. Says this stuff is steakier than I remember.
Smells like shit. 2X Army Joe's 5 stars. Very pleased. Love it. Bought it for our school bus conversion. Arrived timely and as described. So you could turn an entire school bus into one of these little fucking shitters. It is that amazing.
Oh, that one has a picture, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just like a toilet surrounded by like 2x6.
Yeah, and he waited for just the right sunlight to start beaming on that bad boy.
I remember that one.
He's using it as a sundial now. That's why.
I just... Oh,
You
wait.
lift the seat for daylight savings time.
Let me finish baking this one in my head before I hit you boys with this tasty pie of a joke.
Yeah.
So he got it for his school bus conversion and turned it into a toilet. How pissed off do you think the kids were at Miss Frizzle for that adventure that day?
I got news for him. My school bus was already a toilet, I'm pretty sure.
Hop on the magic school bus. No, Miss Frizzle. Last time we got shit on by a middle-aged man writing an Amazon review. No thank you. Teach us calculus, you crazy bitch.
I signed up for Algebra 1. What is happening?
So far, you've frozen the dude with glasses. We turned it to a toilet.
You turned one guy into a lizard.
We almost gave some kid hepatitis.
As a reading assignment, you gave us this cat book where they talk about homosexual cats. What the fuck is going on?
Now James is confused.
My cat wants to kill me. He's not even that grumpy.
Yeah.
Alright. You ready for the final review?
I'm so ready.
Alright. Matthew S. Chanot gives it 1 star. Titled Caution with an exclamation mark on both sides. So,
So it's Spanish.
Caution.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says, I left my trailer for repair during the summer in Denver. And came back to find that the porta potty had exploded. Spraying poop all over the inside of my trailer.
Yeah.
This happened due to the pressure buildup from the off-gassing and heat. While it may have been prudent for me to empty the reservoir before leaving for my trip, I think a portable toilet design should have been tested to withstand the pressure that can occur in this situation. I'm giving
Just making up words to sound smart now. Yeah, the off-gassing valve needed a good goosing, so he hit it with that there poop flange.
Pretty sure it was electric ions.
Yeah.
I'm giving this toilet 1 star because of this event, but it was an otherwise useful addition to my life on the road. So this dude left his trailer for repair over the entire summer and decided, I'm going to leave my shit-filled toilet there.
This guy was not using this as a portable toilet. This guy was using it as a forever toilet.
He put a promise ring on it.
He flushed a promise ring down it.
Every piss begins with K.
Poseidon's kiss.
Hey everyone, it's me once again. If you're liking what we're doing so far, do us a favor and tell your friends about the show. For updates, follow us on Twitter at HereSomething1. To watch us have some goose while playing video games, make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/GenemanJones and on Twitter at GenemanJones. From that Twitch page, you can find a link to our Discord and become part of your new favorite community and the last Discord you'll ever need. Well, thanks for listening, and we hope to see you again next week.